Potatoes have long been misunderstood and unfairly maligned in the world of nutrition. Often grouped with processed carbs and fast food, they were portrayed as little more than empty starch, a food to be minimized, especially for anyone trying to lose weight or manage blood sugar. For years, popular diets and weight loss programs warned against potatoes, painting them as high glycemic, fattening, and nutritionally inferior to other vegetables. But like many other foods previously misjudged, potatoes are finally getting a second look. Emerging science has revealed that when prepared properly and consumed as part of a balanced diet, potatoes offer a wealth of nutritional benefits and may even support metabolic and gut health in ways most people never realized. First, it's important to recognize that potatoes are whole, unprocessed plants, not inherently unhealthy. The problem was never the potato itself, but how it was commonly consumed, deep fried into French fries, loaded with sour cream and bacon, or heavily salted and buttered. When stripped of these calorie-dense additions and cooking methods, potatoes emerge as a highly nutritious food. A medium-sized potato is naturally low in fat, contains no cholesterol, and is rich in essential vitamins and minerals. Most notably, it provides more potassium than a banana, a mineral crucial for maintaining healthy blood pressure, nerve function, and muscle control. In fact, potassium is one of the most underconsumed nutrients in the Western diet, and potatoes are one of the most accessible sources. Fiber is another component often overlooked in potatoes. While they're not as fiber-dense as beans or whole grains, potatoes, especially when eaten with the skin, offer a respectable amount of dietary fiber, which supports digestive health and helps promote satiety. The feeling of fullness that comes from eating potatoes is actually quite significant compared to other common side dishes. In studies comparing different foods for satiety, plain boiled potatoes consistently rank among the most filling, which may actually help reduce total calorie intake when consumed mindfully. But one of the most exciting nutritional qualities of potatoes has only recently entered mainstream awareness: resistant starch. Resistant starch is a unique type of carbohydrate that resists digestion in the small intestine and instead travels to the large intestine, where it feeds beneficial gut bacteria. This process produces short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which support colon health, reduce inflammation, and may even improve insulin sensitivity. Here's where cooking method matters. When potatoes are cooked and then cooled, as in potato salad or chilled boiled potatoes, their starch structure changes, increasing the amount of resistant starch. This effect makes cooled potatoes not only more gut-friendly, but also potentially more blood sugar-friendly than their freshly cooked counterparts. For people with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes, this is a significant finding. Potatoes were long thought to be problematic for blood sugar control because of their relatively high glycemic index. But it's now understood that the glycemic response to potatoes varies widely depending on preparation, portion size, and what they're eaten with. Boiled or baked potatoes consumed with a source of protein, fat, or fiber such as beans, olive oil, or leafy greens have a much milder impact on blood sugar than when eaten alone or fried. And when consumed cold, as mentioned, they may actually improve post-meal glucose responses. Beyond fiber and resistant starch, potatoes are rich in a variety of other essential nutrients. They are a good source of vitamin C, especially when freshly cooked, a benefit that surprises many people who think of vitamin C as only coming from fruits. They also contain vitamin B6, iron, and magnesium, all of which are important for energy metabolism, brain health, and immune function. The antioxidants in colorful varieties of potatoes, such as purple and red potatoes, further elevate their nutritional profile. These pigments, anthocyanins, and carotenoids have been associated with anti-inflammatory effects and reduced risk of chronic disease. It's also worth noting that potatoes are one of the most sustainable and affordable food crops on the planet. For communities around the world, they offer a crucial source of calories and nutrients at a low cost, helping to combat food insecurity. In an era when the cost of healthy food continues to rise, rediscovering the value of nutrient-rich staples like potatoes is not only good for individual health, but also for broader public health goals. In the context of modern dietary advice, it's time to reframe the narrative around potatoes. Rather than being seen as a dietary trap, they can be a cornerstone of healthy eating when prepared wisely, boiled, baked, roasted, or cooled, and enjoyed with other whole foods. They don't deserve to be lumped in with ultra-processed carbs or sugary snacks. When compared to white bread, chips, or instant noodles, a simple potato is clearly the better option. Ultimately, The story of the potato is a reminder of how much food reputation can be shaped by myth, oversimplified logic, and cultural trends rather than evidence. Just as we've seen with eggs, full-fat dairy, and dark chocolate, nutrition science continues to correct its past errors, offering a more balanced and forgiving perspective. Potatoes, once demonized as fattening or nutritionally empty, are now being restored to their rightful place as a nourishing, satisfying, and versatile whole food. When treated with the same respect we give to other nutrient-rich plants, the potato doesn't just belong on the plate, it shines.